Hey guys, how's it going? It's your host Little Ace Boogie. Thank you for tuning in on another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be giving my 2009 Honda Civic EX its final in-depth review so you guys can see what my car looked like at its peak best before it officially goes up for sale. I bought this car back when I was 18 and I think it's time to finally let go and bring something better and faster into my car family. Anyways guys, on this video I'm going to be showing you guys what makes my 2009 Honda Civic EX so different from all other 8th generation Civics. Then I'm going to go ahead and get this vehicle behind me out on the road and further explain the driving perception when behind the wheel on this vehicle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please be sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like what you see. Please be sure to express your comments in the comment section down below. Thank you for all the support. Alright guys, so to start this review, I'm going to go ahead and start in the front of the car. Now up here we have the aftermarket headlights that I installed. This right here is a brand new bumper that I installed as well after I crashed my vehicle. If you guys haven't seen the video, I'll be sure to post a link in the description down below. My dad ended up adding the American Eagle. I don't know why is it, but my dad loves Eagles. He added all this right here. What I went ahead and did was add the aftermarket lights as well as white out the grille and add the black aftermarket badge. Once you move up a little bit up on top of the car, you start to see the blue latches that I put. They're completely riced out. I have no idea why I installed them. It was just something that went through my head, and this was one of my first cars. It wasn't exactly fast, but I just went ahead and added it because I thought it looked nice at the time. Now once you move up to the windshield after the hood, you're presented with the Little Ace Boogie badge on the left side of the vehicle. The badge is for my Instagram, at Little Ace Boogie. You guys go follow me if you guys haven't. On top of the logo, I have the blacked out little tint that covers the top piece of the window. I had it installed, so that's like an aftermarket piece that I installed myself. Alright guys, so once we move around to the side of the vehicle, you're presented with my white plastic dip 2009 Honda Accord coupe rims that I traded with my cousin on my trip to California. On the same day that I fixed my bumper from the crash, I also plastic dipped my rims all white. I added the spiked lug nuts to the rims, but a lot of people don't use them no more. They're eventually starting to get played out already, and when I bought them they were black. In due time with the sun, it eventually came out to be a bronze color. It was a bad investment, but you know, with all, it's a learning piece. Nonetheless, we have my plastic dip white reflectors. I really don't see nobody with the little small one for the small window, but I have that one as well, and you can't see it from this angle, but I also have a reflector on my mirror. Who does that? I don't know, but it looks nice. I've gotten compliments, so leave me alone. Anyways, after that, I like this nice little stripe that comes all along the car. A lot of Civic EXs have them. I haven't seen no SIs with them, so I guess you could say it's unique to my own car. Alright, so I would like to know a small little detail that I do love that they installed on the Civic EX. In the window, they installed a little Civic EX with a grainy touch type of detail. I like it. It looks very nice. It would follow along the whole vehicle. Unfortunately, they broke into my vehicle and broke my window, so that this side has been removed, but you can still see it on the left side of the vehicle, on the passenger side and the back side. It looks very nice. After that, you're presented with the Civic little logos that I put all along the handles of the vehicle. It looks very nice. A lot of these touches, I feel like it looks nice to me. It honestly, when you add stickers and stuff like that, I think your car eventually starts looking more riced out than anything. But I like it. It's my own little thing. But after that, on the bottom left side of the back rear passengers, I put the IV Tech. I made sure to put the SOH one, the single overhead cam, just so that it won't. It's a ricer thing because I have it, and the car originally doesn't come with it. But it's not ricer because I'm not lying, and it is a single overhead cam. So other than those couple stickers right there that I mentioned, I also installed the 17-inch tires like I had quoted already. I also did put the low profile tires with the rims, so that way whenever I drive, it has more of a drop look to it. But I will say that putting those two combinations together, it does give the car more of a harsher ride out when I'm driving it on the road. Other than that, I installed the tint. I did the aftermarket tint. I removed the factory tint. I went ahead and put 25% out on the front while the 5% in the back. So other than that, I would like to say that I do have these little mud flaps behind the tires, the little plastic mud flaps. I started looking into more cars through the factory and creating my own little car on Honda.com and stuff like that. And I started looking into more options. And I'm sure that whenever this car came out brand new, those mud flaps cost money. But I feel like it kind of takes away from the styling. I like the more finished look of just having it all white. So one thing I would like to know before we go onto the back of this car, I do have the little blind spot mirrors, the little small ones that you put on the corner of your rear view mirrors. They're mirror on mirror. I know it sounds confusing, but they're very helpful for blind spots. I mean, I know that's what they're intended for, but I highly recommend everybody gets them because they're very useful. And whenever I'm driving, if I don't have them, I've gotten so used to them already. All right, guys, so now that we're on the back side, we go ahead and start with the top down. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the top side. On the top side, I have the Drive It Like You Stole It. It's my own little logo that my brother put on the vehicle for himself, but you know, I ended up taking over it. Drive it like you stole it. I drive it like I stole it. If you see me drive, if anybody's ever been in the car with me, yeah, you can say I drive it like I stole it. So other than that, you move to the left side. I sound a little conceited, but you know what I'm saying? I love driving, I love speed. It's pretty cool, that's my thing, you know? Anyways, we move to the left side where it says the little Ace Boogie logo from Instagram. Be sure again, if you haven't followed me, y'all get over there, double screen the video and follow me. Anyways, we go ahead and move down to the third light. I found something noteworthy on the third light that I don't think a lot of people notice. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, you guys can check it out for yourself. Here on the third light, underneath it actually says Civic. Not a lot of people look underneath their tail lights, but when you open the trunk, you can see it a little bit. I love this third light, and I'm glad that a lot of the Civics still carry the option to have a tail light from the factory. After that, guys, this right here is aluminum. I haven't really much done to that. The other things that I've added that would be aftermarket would be my America life insurance. If you guys don't have one, be sure to get one. No matter how young, no matter how old, we all gotta go eventually. After that, I have my backup camera. In 2009, it didn't go mandatory till I think 2018, 19. But I added it. It really brings a better view to when you're parking and stuff. I highly recommend it. Everybody gets an aftermarket one. They're very useful. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the interior of this vehicle. Hey guys, I also forgot to mention the dope sticker right here on the right side of the vehicle. Don't forget that one. Alright guys, so now that we're inside the interior of this car, we're gonna go ahead and start with the door panels first. All four door panels on this car are all the same. The only difference between these two up ahead is that I've installed two tweeters from Power Acoustic. They're very nice. They help me very well with the treble on the car whenever I'm listening to my music. I'm very much of a music guy, so I like to have my music very well. After that, if we look down a little bit more, you're presented with the carbon fiber trim that I bought on eBay. All four door panels have the carbon fiber on all of them installed, so that's a very nice touch to the car. Other than that, there's nothing really much too interesting with the door panels, just kind of basic, you know. Has this nice little pocket right here so you guys can keep some change. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the roof of this car. Right here we have our moonroof, sunroof, whatever you guys like to call it. But the option that it does have is for it to go up a little bit to leave that little crack, as well as sliding back. This one doesn't slide on top of the car, but more inside of the car. So we have that, and then we were presented, right when you open the door, I have the feature wherever you unlock your car and all the lights turn on. I like it, some people don't. But I installed these Aqua LED lights right here. It looks very nice. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I'll be showing you a little video. Other than that, if you move down a little bit right here into the rearview mirror, I used to have the large one, the JDM one. I removed it and put it onto my 99 SI. But other than that, I have the rearview mirror. We have the little black trees, but black eyes, and we have my little white dice. Kind of gangster, huh? I know. Anyways, after you move down a little bit, you're presented with the black mesh that I installed from eBay. It's connected with these little small Velcro things that stick onto it. The only problem is whenever I installed it, I put Almara on it, and then I ended up putting the sticky pads that connect to the little Velcro. That was a very bad idea because they just started to slide off because of the Almara's material and the kind of like the liquid that it leaves to shine the car. But anyways, if you move down a little bit down to the steering wheel, you're presented with the gauge cluster. I always loved this car because even when it came out in 2006, it had a digital speedometer, so I like that. You know, my cousin calls it the spaceship. Alright guys, so if you move down a little bit right here, you have your RPM cluster with your emergency lights, you have your ABSs, your tire pressures, and all your warnings, symbols like that. After that, on the left side right here, I have this little small Planet Audio subwoofer level. It's an equalizer to stabilize the subwoofers in the back to turn it up higher or lower. At night, you know, and at times it starts to hurt my head because it's very, very loud. I'll be showing you guys in a little bit, but it's very loud, so I like to be able to bring the bass down just a little bit at night, you know what I'm saying? That way I won't disturb any of the neighbors when I'm going through the neighborhoods. There's a little cubby right here on the left side, great space for like small little coins if you want to store something, and there's a little small one on the bottom as well. Right here I have this little black hose thing that I never got around to using. I'll probably put it on my side, but two nice little cubbies right here on the left side. All right, so then we move right here into the middle, and this is where all the magic happens. Here you're presented with your sound stream, double din, 2-screen stereo. It comes with FM, DVD, auxiliary, navigation, backup camera. It's a 2009 car. This car's generation is from 2006 to 2011. But nonetheless, I installed it. This radio alone is a hefty $1,000. Just because of all the features that it gives you. It has a 300 watts with a 4-channel. It gives you different colors. Like you're able to run through multiple colors just to choose the color of your liking for the specific colors that you would like to put for the power off, the volume up, the home, the eject release, and the button in order to show you the navigation. It's very nice. I like it. The only problem is that since the car stereo thing is tilted a little bit up because of how it looks, the screen kind of looks forward and you can see all the interior stuff that controls the screens and all that. I don't like it, but if it was on a different car, I would love it. Nonetheless, I love this radio because it's very unique. I don't see nobody else have it, and it's very, very unique. And when people see it, they're like, wow. But other than that, guys, if you move down a little bit, you guys have your power outlet, your auxiliary cord right here. These aren't functional because of the aftermarket stereo that I installed into the vehicle. But other than that, whenever I had the factory stereo, it worked perfectly fine. If you guys move a little bit down though, right here on the right side, I have a little cubby to install like pens and coins or something. The car's kind of practical, has a lot of spots to put like a lot of storage and stuff. So, Honda's very well known for its practicality and stuff like that. But I have a little cubby right here, and once you move down a little bit further down from where the screen's at, you are presented with the trim that I bought. That is basically a whole complete set that I bought from eBay. It's a trim setup. It has one for the knob, it has one for the outer rim where the gears are at, and it tells you, and the little small circle. There was some more that you could put onto the dash that completes the whole dash, but I just never got around to it. If I would keep the car longer, I would have done that. But if you move down a little bit, I would also like to know that the stereo does come with its own little remote. It's a pretty nice little thing. If you're ever lazy and you just want to kick back, you just watch something or turn up the volume. You want to answer a call, you can answer it all through here. It all has audio compatibility. It also has phone mirror for Apple and Samsung. There's so much you could do with this. It's very, very nice. But other than that, if you move down a little bit more to the bottom where the cup holders are at, it's very nice. You have a little small slidey little door so you can cover it and make it all flush. Just look all very nice if you want to keep your car clean. If you move it back, it comes with this little small pokey thingies. That way you guys can put the cup in, and it grips the cup very well. Two little small ones. I've always liked it. If not, you can slide the little cubby out and place your phone right here. Very helpful. Other than that, guys, we move on to the little small console right here in the middle. If you guys open it, unfortunately for me, it broke. I don't know what happened. I've been meaning to fix it, but because I don't sell the car, I'd probably just leave it like that. But if you look deep inside, you have a small cigarette lighter to put lights, or if you want to charge your phone. Then you also have the USB input, like so you can charge your phone and you can connect it whenever the car had it. Whenever the car had it, you could do it. Now it's not as much necessary. There's a second one inside the glove compartment, which we'll get to that one shortly. But if you look inside here, small, nice little place. I'm not sure if you can look in the camera, but here's a little thingy right here. And if I put my hand, that's about as far as it goes. Other than that, guys, then you're pretty much presented with the seats. These seats right here, I like them. They're kind of grippy. They're not exactly very grippy. Like my homeboy had the Evo, so whenever I sat in those and I got out the car, like the little thing would hit me, and like it was very irritating. So these are okay. They're not exactly the best ones. I think the SI has a little bit more grip to them, but these right here would do around tight corners and stuff. Like I feel like I'm very well placed in my seat. The seats, other than that, I installed on the passenger side. I installed this little NOS, little pillow. You guys can see, pretty nice. I bought some more. I'm gonna put them on my SI, so hopefully you guys be able to see that video coming up soon as well. I have the NOS one right here, and before I bought the NOS one, I bought this small little plush one right here. I bought it from Wish. This was from eBay. I ended up liking the little NOS one because it's cooler. Not a lot of people have them that I know of. But two different ones. I'll eventually just leave this one on there. But other than that, once you look at the seat and we look at the little headrest, you can also see this little small. They're like guards for the belt, so that way whenever you put them on, it doesn't like hurt your shoulders or hurt you like right here on your neck and stuff. You guys can see right here. I'll show you a little better one. It's a small little Astro Honda guy. It says Asimo. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm new to this Honda thing. But yeah, guys, other than that, if you look right here on the driver's seat, right here where the floor panel is at, right here, I have this little small switch thing. I always said like the car was kind of like Ricer, like I said before. So, you know, to me it's not Ricer, but it's something cool. It's this little small little thingy that's for the 4 cigarette lighters and has switches like a Honda, like the RX-7 from Don from Fast and Furious when he switching it like that. But this one's just for the lights. You guys can see, I'll show you a video later on tonight. You flip it up and it shows the lights underneath the four little LED lights that I have underneath the dash as well as the back seat. Once you look down a little bit, I installed these Aftermarket floor mats right here. It says FG on them with the little Japanese symbol, I think. I hope I'm not mistaken the country or continent, whatever it is. But it has very nice, it fits very well. I ordered them from eBay as well. It was like 30 bucks. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and get into the back and see what the back has for us to offer, you know, or it has to offer to us. Alright, guys, so once you go ahead and move on to the back, there's nothing really interesting in here. I am like 6 foot, 5'11", but this is how much space I have right here between my heads. Not a lot. This is a very small, compact car, so whenever you put the seat back, since I'm a large person, I like to have my seat back on the car, that way I won't feel so clamped. Other than that, if you have the seat all the way back, like I said, I am pretty tall, so my feet rub against it, and like it's very uncomfortable back here, so the car is not very much comfortable for like long rides and stuff, but nonetheless it works and it's a good transportation. It's never broken down on me, so other than that, it's a very well car. But back here you do have the little carbon trims that I was telling you about. You do see the little Civic EX that I noted on the outside. You also see it inside whenever you're looking at the car. It have your little grabby handles here for, like, you know, when somebody's driving crazy. And then back here, whenever I bought the floor mats, it did come with the back seat floor mats as well as the front one. So you have the little black floor mats with the red stitching on it. It looks very nice. I will note that the driver's seat doesn't have like a little small pouch thingy to put paperwork or anything like that, but the passenger seat does, with this nice white stitching on there. If you put your hand in there, it's pretty deep. Other than that, these seats right here are kind of grippy, kind of, you know what I'm saying, if you put your seatbelt on, you'll stay intact if you have like large turns or anywhere that you're driving to. Right here in the middle console, if you bring it down, this is a third seat if you like to put somebody here right here in the middle. If not, you're more than welcome to put this little small piece down. Once you do put the little thing, you have your nice little armrest right here with 2 small cup holders. One for the large cups, one for the small cups. Other than that, it's very nice plush, you know, lets you get a even more comfortable ride from, you know, lets you distract you from the stuff and the fact that you can't fit in here. But nonetheless, guys, that's pretty much the back. You have your small little cubbies right here. You could also stick like another water bottle if you have like a charger or anything like that. Oh, look, some change. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's pretty much the back. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the engine, and then we'll get to the back. And after that, we'll get the car out on the road. Alright, guys, so before I do show you the engine and the back of this car, I would like to note that I also installed these little small blue things on the latches where the hinges and the car close and they connect. It's little small caps that I installed. They had the little Honda symbol on there, so I thought it was nice and nifty. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to mention that to you. Let's go ahead and look into the engine of this car real quick. Alright, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look inside the engine bay. Right here we're going to have the little white plastic dip cover cap that I painted over the Honda. On top, I just thought it was nice. I really didn't want to get into the car because the car is very compact, so the engine everything's pretty much crammed into together and stuff. So it's very hard to put my hand in there and try to start working on things. I went ahead and installed the Aftermarket K&N short ram air intake after my first one failed and sucked up too much water because of the placement in front of the tire. So I went ahead and bought the K&N one, and whenever I worked on it, it was a pain in my behind. Just alone trying to get that inside and having to put my hand in very small, tight places, it didn't work out with me, and I already knew that it was going to be something of harder whenever I would try to work onto the car and stuff. So I went ahead and did that. I just added little small details to it, nothing too much, like the small little white cap, the K&N air filter, which I'll be showing you guys how it sounds like right now in a little bit. Other than that, I just installed the little oil cap. I changed it for a little Mugen one. Something a little bit more Ricer, but the car's intention was to be blue, so I went ahead and did that. Other than that, guys, you're presented pretty much with a 140 horsepower R18 car. I'm not sure why they call it R18. It has something to do with the specifications of the car, but a lot of people it's R18, so I just go with that. The car is a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder, pushing out 140 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. You get approximately 26 city mile per gallon and 34 on the highway. So, you know, with 26 bucks, you're pretty much filling up the whole tank, and it lasts you about a week or anything. If you look right here where the battery is at, you see the little orange wires that run into the back, which power up the amp as well as the subwoofers in the back. Unfortunately, my battery's been dying lately, but you know, I just got to keep the car running, and hopefully the battery recharges by itself with the car as it runs. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and check out the back and then get this car out on the road. Alright guys, so once you guys go ahead and open up the trunk, you're instantaneously presented with the subwoofers powered by Q-Power. I traded them with a friend, and ever since then, they've been working well with me. They're very nice, they sound very nice. They make my trunk shatter, basically just thump. I'll show you guys in a little bit. But they're powered up with a 3000 watt amp powered by Planet Audio. It's right here in the back, so you can't really see it, but it's a big box where the Q-Power subwoofers are in, so it takes up a large mass of the trunk space. But other than that, there's nothing really much interested in here. So right here you have your little two pull-out thingies for whenever you want to push the seat forward and install something, not install, but push something back forward. Like if you have a big piece of wood and you want to push it forward, you can push the seats forward. You just have to pull these and then pull it out from the other side. Other than that, down here you have your factory spare tire, also with the tools given to you by Honda. You have it comes in a little small styrofoam thing with the little tool placement. Other than that, I have my own little bag back here, which has my car jack. It also has the tire cross. I also have some Armor All tire wipies for the interior of the car, as well as my handbrake. Unfortunately, my handbrake broke off a while back ago. I haven't been able to get it fixed, but I think whenever I sell the car, I'm just sell it as it is. Other than that, guys, the trunk is pretty plain and bare. Let me go ahead and show you how the music sounds, and then let's go ahead and get this car out on the road. Driving my 2009 Honda Civic EX, better known as an R18 to car enthusiast. As far as the driving experience behind this vehicle, guys, like I said, this is my daily driver. Some key points with this car, and I'm not sure if it's like that for every car, but as far as like automatics go, whenever I press on the accelerator and my RPMs are going, if I tend to do it at a slow motion, I'm able to control which RPMs is a shift that I'm not sure if it's like that for almost every automatic, but that's one thing that I've always liked about this car, is that I can do that with it. The acceleration on this car, I think this car is probably like in the low 7s, maybe 8 or 60 seconds. Like I said, it does have 140 horsepower. It's pretty quick. It's a small, compact car, so I'm able to get in and out through spaces a lot quicker than I would with a larger vehicle. This car right here, 150, you know what I'm saying, does the job pretty well. You really start to notice it more when you're on the freeway. Once you hit the freeway and you know you're getting passed up by everybody, you hit maybe 60, 70 miles per hour and you decide to floor it, that's really when you start to feel the slowness of it, especially if it's like on an incline hill. So the seats are pretty well bolstered. They're not all that great, but they do the job of keeping me in place. You know, I've been in some cars where the seats have literally no grip on them, and they keep me intact, so I would tend to slide, especially like in trucks. A lot of the times they have nothing to really keep you in place into that seat, that more of a sport car would. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying, they do a fair well job. Practicality in this vehicle, like I said, it does have a lot of cubbies everywhere, you know what I'm saying, nice enough storage. And the cabin, guys, you know, you kind of get a lot of noise in. It's not exactly a foreign car, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty old. Plus I have the 17-inch rims, so it only makes it worse. It only makes it worse on the road. You can hear every little thing. You can feel every little thing because of the such low profile tires that I have on the car right now. But yeah, you feel everything, you know what I'm saying? So I guess you're more connected to the road, if you would say, in a car that you can feel everything that's on the road compared to something that's more luxury and you know, you're floating more. Like the Audi that I reviewed in Orlando, that there had zero cabin noise, you know what I'm saying? But you compare an Audi to a Honda, so you're pretty far reach. But yeah, you get some cabin noise, and you know what I'm saying, nothing too nothing too bad like the Jeep. You know, I've been in a couple Jeeps already, and those get excessive noise from the outside while driving, especially on the highways and such things like that. But the car, you know what I'm saying, it's very, very well built. You know what I'm saying, you have no shakiness. The car still feels like it's fresh out the shop. You know what I'm saying, you don't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying, it's completely quiet. And then when you step on it, just give it a little gas. What you're gonna hear, Alright guys, so what you just heard right now, that was me taking it off from a dead complete stop. Now, so that's the intake. That's if that was maybe like 3/4 of a throttle. I want to say I didn't really push it all the way down to the floor, but that's really what you hear. Like my RPMs got to maybe 6,500. The cutoff line is, I believe, 8, if that's what it means. But basically, the highest RPM on here is 8,000. So yeah, but it went to like 65, and that's what I meant by if I give it the slow but strong throttle push, then I can control my RPM. Yeah, this car right here, guys, you know what I'm saying, most of the time I always have my music on, so it's really more comfortable like that. I enjoy the fact that it's an automatic. I do enjoy standards, but when it comes down to, you know, your days where you feel lazy and you know you don't feel like moving so much, you know, I just like to just drive, have one thing to focus on, one thing to grab on. That's just the steering wheel, to focus on the road. So yeah, on a cool factor, you know what I'm saying, a fun factor for this car, you know what I'm saying. It is small, it is zippy, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't have a lot of horsepower, but zippy enough that it gets me through traffic, you know, it's fun enough. This car almost feels like a golf cart. If you ever raced a Civic version of the Civic, it really just feels like you're racing against two lawnmowers, two golf carts, you know what I'm saying. Nothing too serious, unless you're really getting high up in those horsepower range, you know. But other than that, guys, yeah, this car is pretty cool, you know. It drives fairly well, just, you know what I'm saying, reliable to the most best extent, you know what I'm saying. You see these cars a lot, you're starting to see these cars a lot more with, I guess, with the younger youth, because this car is a little bit more reliable. And well, you know, these cars right here are, I believe, is a great gateway to step into, you know, tuners and imports and JDMs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely what it was for me. So I enjoyed it the most. You know what I'm saying? I got my fun out of it. Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes our video for the driving experience of my 2009 Honda Civic EX, better known as an R18 to car enthusiasts. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys be sure to let me know how I did in the comment section down below. I am barely starting to do reviews on cars like this, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more thoroughly, you know, taking them out and telling you guys how they drive behind the wheel. So you guys be sure to let me know how I do, you know what I'm saying. I am growing with this channel, I am growing with you. So thank you guys so much for watching. God bless.